संस्थापकं लोकानां हितकारिणं त्रिभुवने मन्नं शरणाकरं राधा कृष्ण पदारविन्द भजनानन्देन मत्वालिकं वन्दे रूप सनातनं रघुजुगं श्रीजीव गोपालकं कृष्ण कीर्तन गान नर्तन परं प्रेमामृतं वनिधि श्री चैतन्य कृपाभरो भुवि भुव भारावहन्तारकं वन्दे रूप सनातनं रघुजुगं श्रीजीव गोपालकं श्रीगौरांग गुणानुगणन विधौ सध्यासमिद्धार्नितं पापत्रापनिकृन्तनं तनुभृतां गोविन्द गानामृतैः श्री गौरांग गुणानुवर्णन विधौ सध्यासमिद्धान्वितं पापत्रापनिकृन्तनं तनुभृतां गोविन्द गानामृतैः आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनैकनिपुणं कैवल्यनिस्वार्थं वन्दे रूप सनातनं रघुजुगं श्रीजीव गोपालकं कृष्ण कीर्तन गान नर्तन परं प्रेमामृतं वनिधि तत्त्वातो नमसे समण्डलपति शनि सदा तुच्छम भूत्वा दीनगणेशकरुकरुणया कोऽपि न कण्ठाश्रितौ तत्त्वातो नमसे समण्डलपति शनि सदा तुच्छव भूत्वा दीनगणेशकरुकरुणया कोऽपि न कण्ठाश्रितौ गोपी भावरसामृताभिलहरी कल्लोलमग्नोन्मुहो वन्दे
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Come
Krishna
chilometri sei in
Krishna
voglia?
Hare Hare, Hare
Partenza.
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna
74.274.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Che vive a quel punto,
Hare Hare,
e come ha
Hare
detto ok,
Krishna
è solo
Hare
quando
Hare,
dicevo ok,
Hare
per lo che è proprio di chi fa dell'inglese, la pronuncia inglese.
Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Però
Hare
volevo data, sono della Sardegna oppure me ne sono andati, allora me ne sono andati di notte.
Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Ma qua ce n'è uno del gas,
Hare Hare, Hare
poi ci
Krishna
sono 102 euro di gasolio.
Hare
Sono venuto qualche
Hare
parte
Hare,
qui, non so
Hare
dove sia.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
L'euro se
Hare,
invece
Hare Krishna
mancano 3
Krishna
euro,
Hare
ma
Hare,
ne
Hare
consumeremo senza
Hare
riscaldamento,
Krishna
niente.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Evita
Hare,
prima
Hare
6 euro
Hare
di
Krishna
pieno,
Hare
poi
Krishna
6 euro di
Hare
pagare.
Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Oh, good Lord,
Krishna,
why?
Hare
It
Hare,
started coming
Hare
out.
Ram,
Yes.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare,
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram,
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Chant and be happy.
Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, and welcome everyone to our Saturday morning reading and discussion of Bhagavad-gītā As It Is from the 1972 edition. Yes, that's an important date in our understanding of this philosophy, because this is the edition that Prabhupada endorsed as the Bhagavad-gītā as it is, not as it has become. Because there's a nature in this world called ephemeral, which is the nature of constant change. Just from day to day, we're changing from old age to death, birth, death, disease, and old age. It's ephemeral. For one who is born, death is certain. For one who has died, birth is certain. So this is a law. Some people want to deny it. Oh, I'm going to live on forever because I have a positive attitude. You get sick because you have a negative attitude, and you survive because you have a positive attitude. Yes, it's true that the mind has an effect on a person's well-being. That's a fact. But people do not understand the different aspects of the material world. For example, Maya. We talk, Nilesh, about Maya. Well, let's look at the term Maya. What does it mean in English? That which is not. Something that you perceive to be real. It's real in a sense. Prabhupada explains, yes, it's here. You're experiencing the reality of living in this body, in this material world. But that which is not, it will not endure. It's an illusion. That which is not. You think it's real, but it isn't. And in this way, people are covered by a veil of confusion, a delusion. And Maya is a protector of Krishna from people that are not sincere in their spiritual pursuit of life. It's not real, that which is not. And we're all under the, how can I say, victimization of Maya. All of us. We've been in and out of Maya for millions of births. And this is the reality of Maya. But through the process of devotional service, bhakti yoga, based on Shravanam Kirtanam, hearing and chanting from the bona fide sources. And it's very important to understand bona fide. I just saw Yaśodā-nandana, some book that came out this week on the criticism of Bhaktivedanta Thakur. It was startling. If you look at it, Nilesh's Henry Dortowski, he posted it on his Facebook pages. So you look at it, it's 171 pages, I think, or 147. I couldn't read it because it's such poison. I have a rule: when this kind of blasphemy appears in your life, you've got to reject it immediately in case you become poisoned. This was how Lord Chaitanya explained the hearing of the Mayavadi philosophy, even worse, the blasphemy of other devotees. Like, there's a book on it, Nilesh, a blaspheming for 147 pages that Bhaktivedanta Thakur was not a bona fide acharya in our succession. It's interesting to note how that person could say that when Prabhupada followed this disciplic succession, and in the current age, he's produced the most amazing books and the most amazing teachings that have ever existed for the people on this earth. Because of the use of technology and other things, we have a direct information from him of the absolute truth. But how did he become this? Because he followed a bogus disciplic succession. Completely ridiculous. There is so much Maya going on. It's unbelievable. That it's a power to drag the mind into the illusion that you are the body. That's the problem. You think you're the body. That which is not. You're not the body. That's a big mistake. And the two allurements, the most potent allurements to keep you in Maya are wealth and women. Actually, I was mentioning to Yaśodā yesterday in a brief conversation with him that everybody worships money. That's really what goes on. There's a demand for it, of course. And we all know that. You have to pay your bills every week. Otherwise, guess where you end up? On the street or in some kind of encampment. So that is not a desirable place to be. That's for sure. But at the same time, this is the traps of Maya. People accumulate money for power, prestige, and other nefarious things that go on in their pursuit of material sense gratification due to one thing, Rochesha Devi Dasi. That is, you think you're the body. And that is a mistake. It's funny, we have a lot of interaction with devotees all year, all week, all kinds of things from social media, phone calls, discussions like that. And some devotee called me, he says, I don't like it when you tell people they have to attend 3 classes a week. I go, really? Wonder why? Well, I don't like to be told what to do. Oh, you don't, eh? Well, I'm not telling you what to do. We've created a program as an opportunity for us to associate and hear the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, which is a medicine to get people out of Maya. And you tell me, I don't want to come to the class. I don't like to be told. Well, there's such a thing as discipline. And for example, in our group, we have rules. For instance, one of our rules is if you want to get a first initiation with us through the Ritvik system that we have, and you want to qualify, one of the qualifications is we ask you to come to the program. We don't demand it. We ask people, please come. Why? Because it's a medicine. It's like Ram Raghava, you're a doctor. If you give a sick person a rule for taking medicine and they don't take it, what do you say to them? Well, if you don't take the medicine, you'll be sick. If you don't hear the philosophy from bona fide sources, and that is what we do here, we give bona fide information, unadulterated, unchanged, and unedited information from Srila Prabhupada's books. If you don't want to hear it, are you going to get cured of being in Maya? No. It's that simple. And how many programs, Nilesh, you know it. You can go around the world, you can go on the internet, there's all kinds of information. How many programs are there? There are lots of programs you can attend. And everybody has independent free will to do it. But the reason we have such a good group of people in this Prabhupada Disciples Association, Hare Krishna Society, we have such a good group of people. They are looking for 24 karat gold. And we talk about that. The pure gold, the pure message. Sure, sometimes we may make mistakes. Let's face it. To commit mistakes, that's one of the 4 defects of the human being. To be illusioned, to cheat. His senses are imperfect. And to commit mistakes. These are frailties, human frailties. But at the same time, the intent of our effort is to promote the unadulterated teachings of Srila Prabhupada in association with other devotees, Guru, Shastra, Sadhu. You can say, I don't want to be told what to do. Then obviously you're not serious. We're not telling you because we're trying to control a person. We're saying these are the rules. And not only after initiation are you required to attend, we want you to attend to keep up to pace with what we're doing to propagate the Sankirtan movement as a group. Teamwork. Some guy the other day, Nilesh, did you see that? He gets up and he goes, Ram Raghava, you heard him. He says, sectarian. Do you think that if you get a person or a group to sign an oath of loyalty to this group, that's sectarianism? You know, I didn't even want to answer the guy. And now he's blocked. He's not allowed back here ever again. You're finished, buddy. You ask us, there's a saying, like a stupid question, that's another saying. These stupid questions, we don't need them. It's obviously he had some kind of motive, sectarian. We're not a sectarian group, very much so, and I'm very much opposed to that because Prabhupada preached non-sectarianism. All we are doing is presenting the truth. The truth is not sectarian. If there's some flaw, that's another issue. But the fact of the matter is, we are not sectarian. This is Sanatan Dharma, the eternal religion. And what is that religion? That we are all Krishna's servants. That's it. Jivara Swarupa Hoy, Krishnara Nitya Dasa. We are the servants of Srila Prabhupada. That's our business. No other gurus, no other movements. And if people want to be a part of this, they're welcome. They have to qualify, of course. And remember this, Nilesh, we have rules that we send out in our invitations to the classes. And one of them is no ISKCON gurus are allowed here. That's not sectarian. Birds of the same feather flock together. Their philosophy and ours are totally different. There's other rules there. There's many. You can read them. But this is we qualify people so that we have a good atmosphere in our group. And everybody does that in life. They qualify the person to see if birds of the same feather flock together. And that is so important. And those are just some thoughts today on Maya, that which is not. And we are all under that influence. And you can get out of it by the medicine of the holy name, the Hare Krishna mantra, and the hearing of Srila Prabhupada's books. Here, someone said to me in a note, oh, if you don't hold it close enough, it gets blurry, I can't see it. These are different versions of this fantastic series of lectures by Srila Prabhupada in 1966. And I find that it's a lot easier, Nilesh, to help people get involved in the philosophy of Krishna consciousness by hearing these summary explanations in these lectures by Srila Prabhupada of our philosophy. It's very hard when you give a person, a Western person, for example, that's never seen the Gita in his life. You give him the Gita, he's like, well, how do you say Dhritarashtra? It's another language, it's another world for them. But The first stage is to understand we're not the body, we're the spirit soul. And Prabhupada explains it so brilliantly in these small books. And we're planning to do some work on re-releasing these books in such a way that people will recognize that Prabhupada still lives with us in sound, and you can become Krishna conscious by hearing from him on a regular basis. And then you can move forward to the stage of reading the Gita, reading the Srimad Bhagavatam, and eventually blissfully entering into the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have all these books, and that's a job. Hey, Nilesh? That is a job, to read all the books. You've got to sit down, focus yourself, and be determined to learn this philosophy by your own personal ambition. So we'll read now from the second chapter of this book. Let me see if I can open. Rupa Goswami, Prabhu, could you please go to the second chapter? These books are very hard to hold and read. These little paperback things. Elevation at death. There are different kinds of transcendentalists who are called yogis, hatha yogis, jnana yogis, and bhakti yogis. And all of them are eligible to be transferred to the spiritual world, two worlds. The world of material life and the world of spiritual life. The word yoga means to link up with, and the yoga systems are meant to enable us to link with the transcendental world. As mentioned in the previous chapter, originally, we are all connected to the Supreme Lord, but now we have been affected by material contamination. Thus, the process is that we have to return to the spiritual world, and the process of linking up is called yoga. Another meaning of the word yoga is plus. At the present moment, we are minus God, or minus the Supreme. When we add Krishna or God to our lives, this human form of life becomes perfect. At the time of death, we have to finish that process of perfection. During our lifetime, we have to practice the method of approaching that perfection so that at the time of death, then we have to give up this material body. That perfection can be realized. Prayana Kali Manasa Chalena Bhakti Yukto Yoga Bhalane Cheva Bruvar Bhaje Pranam Aveshya Shamyak Satam Param Purusham Upayati Divyam. One who, at the time of death, fixes his life air between the eyebrows and in full devotion engages himself in remembering the Supreme Lord will certainly attain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhagavad-gītā 8:10. Now, most people don't want to discuss death. They want to hide from it, but this subject matter is about living and dying. Just as a student studies a subject for 4 or 5 years, and then takes his examination and receives a degree. Similarly, with the subject of life, if we practice during our lives for the examination at the time of death, and if we pass the examination, we are transferred to the spiritual world. Our whole life is examined at the time of death. Yam yam vapi smaram bhavan Tejati anti kalevaram tam tam evati konteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha. Whatever state, and here's the key, whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, that state he will attain without fail. Bhagavad-gītā, chapter 8, verse 6. There is a Bengali proverb that says that whatever one does for perfection will be tested at the time of his death. In Bhagavad-gītā, Krishna describes what one should do when giving up the body. For the Dhyana Yoga meditator, Sri Krishna speaks the following verses. Go ahead. Yad akarsham veda vido vedanti vasanti yad yayato vita ragaha yad ichanto brahmacharinam brahmacharyam charanti tat padam sarangena pravakshe sarvadhwani samyam ya mano riddhi nirudya cha murdani adhyatmana paranam astito yoga dharmanam. Persons learned in the Vedas who utter Omkar and who are great sages in the renounced order enter into the Brahman. Desiring such perfection, one practices celibacy. I shall now explain to you this process by which one may attain salvation. The yogic situation is that of detachment from all sensual engagements, closing all the doors of the senses and fixing the mind on the heart and the life air at the top of the head. One establishes himself in yoga. Bhagavad-gītā, chapter 8, verses 11 to 12. The yoga system, this process is called pratyadhara, which means just the opposite. Although during life, the eyes are engaged in seeing worldly beauty, at death one has to retract the senses from their objects and see the beauty within. Similarly, the ears are accustomed to hearing so many sounds in the world, but at the moment of death, one has to hear the transcendental Omkar from within. Om iti ika karsharam brahma vyahar mam anushmaram yat prayati tejam te deham sayati paramam gatim. After being situated in this yoga practice and vibrating the sacred syllable Om, the supreme combination of letters, if one thinks of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he quits his body, he will certainly reach the spiritual planets. Just a quick. Lord Chaitanya recommended we chant the Hare Krishna mantra as the means of liberation through the process of Sankirtan. This is the way to get out. In this way, all the senses have to be stopped in their external activities and concentrated on the form of Vishnu Murti, the form of God. The mind is very turbulent. Oh, yes, it is, isn't it? But it has to be fixed on the Lord in the heart. When the mind is fixed within the heart and the life air is transferred to the top of the head, one can attain perfection of yoga. At this point, the yogi determines where he is to go. In the material universe, there are innumerable planets, forest, temple, and beyond this universe, there is the spiritual universe. The yogis have information of these places from Vedic literatures, just as one going to America can get some idea what the country is like by reading books. One can also have knowledge of the spiritual planets by reading Vedic literatures. The yogi knows all these descriptions and he can transfer himself to any planet he likes without the help of spaceships. Space travel by mechanical means is not the accepted process for elevation to other planets. Perhaps, Prabhupada says perhaps, with a great deal of time, effort, and money, a few men may be able to reach other planets by spiritual means. Perhaps it may be spaceships, space suits, but this is very cumbersome and impractical method. In any case, it is not possible to go beyond the material universe by mechanical means. Oh yeah, it's all a hoax. The generally accepted method for transferal to higher planets, like the moon, is the practice of the meditational yoga, go ahead, system of Jnana system, or Jnana system. The Bhakti Yoga system, however, is not to be practiced for transferal to any material planet. For those who are servants of Krishna, the Supreme Lord, are not interested in any planets in this material world, because they know that on whatever planet one enters in the material sky, the four principles of birth, old age, disease, and death are present. On higher planets, the duration of life may be longer than on this earth, but death is there nonetheless. By material universe, we refer to those planets where birth, old age, disease, and death reside. And by spiritual universe, we refer to those planets where there is no birth, old age, disease, and death. Those who are intelligent do not try to elevate themselves to any planet within the universe, material universe. If one tries to enter higher planets by mechanical means, instant death is assured, for the body cannot stand the radical changes in atmosphere. But if one attempts to go to higher planets by means of the yoga system, he will acquire a suitable body for entrance. Just see how Prabhupada is probing in to the difference between the material existence that we're in and the ability to get out of it through the yoga systems to the spiritual world. Most people don't think there's a spiritual world. They think they're the body, that they're American or Canadian. They're completely in Maya. We can see this demonstrated on this earth, for we know it is not possible for us to live in the sea in a watery atmosphere, nor is it possible for aquatics to live on the earth. As we understand that even on this planet, one has to have a particular type of body to live in a particular place. So a particular type of body is required for other planets. Oh yes, that is going to be further explained here, everyone. See this? It's a preamble to this essay, Easy Journey to Other Planets. As we understand that even on this planet, one has to have a particular body to live in a particular place, so a particular type of body is required for other planets. On the higher planets, bodies live much longer than on Earth. So there's life throughout the universe. Here we're getting information like that. For 6 months on Earth is equal to 1 day on the higher planets. Thus, the Vedas that describe that those who live on higher planets live upwards to 10,000 Earth years. Yet, despite such a long lifespan, death awaits everyone, even if one lives 20,000 or 50,000 or even 1,000,000 years in the material world. The years are all counted and death is there. How can we escape this subjugation to death? That is the lesson of Bhagavad-gītā 2:20. Najayate mriyate va karachin nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuyaha ajo nitya shashvato yam purano nahanyate hanyamani sarire. For the soul, there is never birth nor death, nor once having been, does he ever cease to be. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, undying, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. And we're going to end there for now. And tomorrow we'll carry on with the reading of Prabhupada speaking back in 1966 to his new devotees to give them an understanding of how we are eternal, spiritual souls, Satchidananda, parts of Krishna, and that there's hope in this world of misery to get out of here. We're going to go to our next section, which is a lecture by Srila Prabhupada. So please sit back and enjoy the readings and the lectures and the chanting of japa and all the other aspects of this transcendental journey 3 times a week with the PDA Hare Krishna Society. Haribol.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam.
So, these are activities, foolish activities. But when one is in goodness, he is sober. He can understand what is the value of life, how one should live, what is the aim of life, what is the goal of life. The goal of life is to understand Brahma. Brahma janati iti Brahmana. Therefore, the good quality means the Brahman. Similarly, Kshatriya, they are guna karma vibhags. Guna has to be taken into account. Sri Krishna therefore said, Chatur Varnang Maya Sistam Guna Karma Vibhag. We have captured some kind of goal. It is very difficult. But we can immediately transcend all gunas. Immediately. How? By bhakti yoga plus. Sagunan samatitaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpati. If you take the bhakti yoga process, then you are no longer influenced by either of these 3 qualities, goodness, passion, and ignorance. That is also stated in the Bhagavad-gītā. Mancha vicharini bhakti yogina ja srivati. Anyone who is engaged in the devotional service of Krishna, of Vyavicharini, without any deviation, staunch, devout attention, such person, mancha vyavicharini yogina, mancha vyavicharini yogena vajatema, sagunan samatitavita. Immediately he becomes transcendental to all the qualities. So devotional service is not within this material quality. They are transcendental. Bhakti is transcendental. Therefore, you cannot understand Krishna or God without bhakti. Bhaktyamam vijana. Only bhaktyamam vijana. Otherwise, it is not possible. Bhaktyamam vijanati javan jasyami tattva. Reality. In reality, if you want to understand what is God, that you have to adopt this bhakti process, devotional service. Then you transcend. Therefore, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Narada says that taktva sadharmam charanam bhujam hari. If anyone, even by sentiment, gives up his occupational duty according to guna, that is called sadharma. Sadharma means one's duty according to the quality he has acquired. That is called sadhana. The Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, they are divided, guna karma vibhaga. by guna and karma. So here Arjuna says that tatpanna dosha apahata sadhava. I am Kshatriya. He understands that I am doing wrong. I am refusing to fight. Therefore it is tatpanna dosha, miserly. Miserly means I have got some means to spend. But if I don't spend, this is called miser. Kripanata. So Kripanata, there are two classes of men. Brahman and Shudra. Brahman and Shudra. Brahman means he is not miser. He has got the opportunity, great asset of this human form of body. Many millions of dollars worth, this human. But he is not using it properly. Simply seeing it, how beautiful I am. That's all. Just spend your beauty, or utilize your asset, the human one. That is Brahman, to be liberal.
Ashrams. There's a lot of, through bhakti yoga, you can transcend all the varnas and ashrams through devotional service. So Prabhupada explains that some people, they have a constant chatter about it. That's all they do. They talk every day on these chats about I'm a brahmachari, or I'm a grihasta, or I'm a kshatriya, or some kind of varna and ashram. And here Prabhupada's explaining very carefully, when you understand you're a servant of Krishna, that transcends all varnas and ashrams. That's the answer. He gave it today in the class. So some people can't hear. That's the way it is. You hear it, but you can't hear it. You don't understand it. And what happens is you just go around in a circle with these people, constantly trying to explain to them. We're not some kind of Christian group, turn the other cheek. That's not the way this works. Christianity is what it is. I'm not a Christian because I gave it up completely, not interested. I went to a church recently. When my friend died, it was a waste of time for me, completely. But all of us have our own point of view, so we'll leave it at that. We're going to move forward with the chanting of Jaya Radha Madhava, and then the discussion on Bhagavad-gītā with Yaśodā-nandana Prabhu. Haribol.
Sign.
Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Bihari. Jaya Radha Punya Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Bihari.
Samad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Sri Radha Krishna Gaur Gopinath Sam Kund Radha Kund Giridham ki jai, Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Navadvip Dham ki jai, Swami Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Jamuna Mai ki jai, Tulasi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Swami Bhaktivinoda ki jai. All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to the assembled Lord. Thank you very much.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. O my Lord, Sri Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you from Srimad Bhagavatam 1:1:1. Narayanam namaskritya naram cheva narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet. One should utter the means of conquest, Srimad Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad-gītā, after offering respectful obeisances, 1, to the personality of Godhead Narayana, 2, to the Narayana Rishi, who is the supermost human being, 3, to the Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, then 4, to Srila Vyasadeva, the author, from Srimad Bhagavatam 1-4. Welcome everyone to this reading and discussion on Srimad Bhagavad-gītā. This reading is being conducted on the basis of the original 1972 Macmillan edition, the non-interpolated, non-adulterated version. All English synonyms, translations, and purport are from His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupāda, Founder-Ācārya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, also known as the Krishna Consciousness Movement. As we do every week, we will be reading selected verses given by Srila Prabhupada in early 1966 when he started his lecture series on the Bhagavad-gītā in New York, USA. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Sri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam. When will Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, who has established within this material world the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, give me shelter under his lotus feet? Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahaguna Raghunatan Anvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master and unto the feet of all Vaishnavas. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami, along with his elder brother Sanatana Goswami, as well as Raghunath Das and Raghunath Bhatta, Gopala Bhatta, and Srila Jiva Goswami. I offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, along with Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar, Srivas, and other associates. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna, along with their associates Sri Lalita and Vishaka. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. O my dear Krishna, you are the friend of the distress and the source of creation. You are the master of the gopis and the lover of Radharani. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. I offer my respects to Radharani, whose bodily complexion is like molten gold, and who is the queen of Vrindavana. You are the daughter of King Vrishabhanu, and you are very dear to Lord Krishna. Vanchakalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord, who can fulfill the desires of everyone, just like desire trees, and who are full of compassion for the fallen souls. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let us proceed with our verse for today. We are reading from the original Bhagavad-gītā As It Is, chapter 14, text number 3. Please display the verse. Mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadamyaham sambhavaha sarva bhutanam tato bhavati bharata. Mama, my, yonihi, source of birth, mahat, the total material existence, Brahma, supreme, tasmin, in that, garbham, pregnancy, dadami, create, aham, I, sambhavaha, possibility, sarvabhutanam, of all living entities, tataha, thereafter, bhavati, becomes, bharata, O son of Bharata. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. The total material substance called Brahman is the source of birth, and it is that Brahman that I impregnate, making possible the births of all living beings, O son of Bharata. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. This is an explanation of the world. Everything that takes place is due to the combination of Kshetra and Kshetrajna, the body and the spirit soul. This combination of material nature and the living entity is made possible by the Supreme God himself. The Mahatattva is the total cause of the total cosmic manifestation. And because in the total substance of the material cause, there are three modes of nature, it is sometimes called Brahman. The Supreme Personality impregnates that total substance, and thus innumerable universes become possible. This total material substance, the Mahatattva, is described as Brahman in the Vedic literature. Tasmadetad Brahmanama Rupamanam Chajayate. Into that Brahman, the seeds of the living entities are impregnated by the Supreme Person. The 24 elements beginning from earth, water, fire, and air are all material energy called Maha Brahman, or the great Brahman, the material nature. As is explained in the 7th chapter, beyond this, there is another superior nature, the living entity. In material nature, the superior nature is mixed by the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And thereafter, all living entities are born of this material nature. The scorpion lays its eggs in piles of rice, and sometimes it is said that the scorpion is born out of rice. But the rice is not the cause of the scorpion. Actually, the eggs were laid by the mother. Similarly, material nature is not the cause of the birth of the living entities. The seed is given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they only seem to come out as products of material nature. Thus, every living entity, according to his past activities, has a different body, created by this material nature, and the entity can enjoy or suffer according to his past deeds. The Lord is the cause of all the manifestations of living entities in this material world. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshuran-militam Yena Tasmai Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna-prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Bhakti Siddhanta Shishyaya Bhaktivedanta Namine Prasannaya Prashantaya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Bhagavad-vandana Khadyam Guru Vandana Purvakam Kshiram Sharkara Yuktam Kadatehi Visheshataham Adadana Strinam Danteridam Yachi Punaha Punaha Srimadrupa Padam Bhoja Dhulishyam Janma Janmani Amsho Bhagavatosmyaham Sadadaso Asmi Sarvata Tatkripa Pikshako Nityam Tatprishta Satkaromisvam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This particular text of Bhagavad-gītā is a nice explanation of Lord Krishna, how the living entities in the material world and how the material world itself comes about. Nothing happens by chance. Everything happens with a cause. Now, everybody on this call is very familiar, I'm assuming, the text from Brahma Samhita, chapter 5, text number 1. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. that Lord Krishna is the cause of all causes, is the source of everything. This is spoken in so many ways in the Bhagavad-gītā by Lord Krishna himself. Here, Krishna is explaining this Brahman is the source of birth, and it is that Brahman that impregnate, making possible the births of all living beings. What this is referring to is the Karano-dakshaya Vishnu, or the Mahavishnu, who lies in the ocean, the Karana ocean between the material and spiritual world. And when the entire creation is dissolved or is finished, it begins again according to cycle. How does it begin? This is explained in a book called the Aitaraya Upanishad. There's a statement there called Saekshata. Saekshata means that the material energy is put into action by the glance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is Lord Mahavishnu. Interestingly, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, text number 1, there's a very interesting verse which describes this process. It says, Jagrihe Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadadibihi Sambhutam Shodashakalam Adolokasisrikshaya. And Prabhupada explains, this is from a lecture in Vrindavan in 1972, on November 14th, 1972, and Prabhupada is explaining, Sutta said, in the beginning of the creation, the Lord first expanded himself in the universal form of the Purusha incarnation and manifested all the ingredients for the material creation. And thus, at first, there was the creation of the 16 principles of material action. This was for the purpose of creating the material universe. Prabhupada explains further in that discussion, the solid fact is that the Lord created. In the Bible also it is said that God said, let there be creation. So it is from the person. Here also we find the creation begins from the person. In the Vedas it is said, Saekshata, Saasrijata, Ekshata, by the glance. He looked over, God looked over, and he created. The reference is to the person. So this is very important point, because it is described. So this is not a very good theory that from the chunk or some matter exploded and immediately the universe came into existence. That is not a very good theory. But this is nice. Jagrihe Paurusham Rupam. This Paurusham, the Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, they are expansion of Krishna. Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Ananta Rupam, Brahma Samhita 5:33. So this is very important, because Srila Prabhupada explains, as it is also given in this verse in the Bhagavad-gītā, that nothing happens by chance. Everything has a cause. And the Bhagavad describes the sequence of how the creation takes place. It's not complicated to understand. It just requires just a little bit of analysis. And Prabhupada has done all the analysis for us. It's simple. It's not complicated. It's just a matter of hearing the process. This is the entire transcendental process of creation. Now, Srila Prabhupada has explained this function of Mahavishnu or Karano-dakshaya Vishnu in many places in his books. Anybody can do the research. You can go on Google and put Mahavishnu or Prabhupada regarding Mahavishnu, and you will find so many different explanations, brilliant explanations from Srila Prabhupada, explaining this process of creation. There's no speculation. There's no chance theory. It's just a very, very logical, systematic explanation. And the Bhagavad-gītā here summarizes the same process. Prabhupada explains in the purport, the Mahatattva is the total cause of the total cosmic manifestation. And because in the total substance of the material cause, there are three modes of nature, it is sometimes called Brahman. Interestingly, In the Taittiriya Upanishad, Prabhupada is quoted. Oh, thank you, Neil Sharma Prabhu. Okay, well, that is the same purport. What is this purport here? Bhagavatam? Canto 4, chapter 11, text number 17.
70.
Prabhupada says, how the external energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead works within this material world is explained in this verse. Everything is happening by the energy of the Supreme Lord. The atheistic philosophers who do not agree to accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the original cause of creation think that the material world moves by the action and reaction of different material elements. A simple example of the interaction of elements occurs when we mix soda and acid and the movement of effervescence is produced. But one cannot produce life by such interaction of chemicals. There are 8,400,000 different species of life with different wishes and different actions. How the material force is working cannot be explained just on the basis of chemical reaction. A suitable example in this connection is that of the potter and the potter's wheel. The potter's wheel rotates and several varieties of earthen pots come out. There are many causes for the earthen pots, but the original cause is the potter who puts a force on the wheel. That force comes from his superintendence. The same idea is explained in the Bhagavad-gītā. Behind all material action and reaction, there is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna says that everything depends on his energy, and yet he is not everywhere. The pot is produced under certain conditions of action and reaction of material energy, but the potter is not in the pot. In a similar way, the material creation is set up by the Lord, but he remains aloof. As stated in the Vedas, he simply glanced over it, and the agitation of matter immediately began. In the Bhagavad-gītā, it is also said that the Lord impregnates the material energy with the part and parts of jivas, and thus the different forms and different activities immediately ensue. Because of the different desires and karmic activities of the jiva soul, different types of bodies and different species are produced. In Darwin's theory, there is no acceptance of the living entity as spirit soul, and therefore his explanation of evolution is incomplete. Varieties of phenomena occur within this universe on account of the actions and reactions of the three material modes. But the original creator or the cause is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is mentioned here as Nimitta Matram, the remote cause. He simply pushes the wheel with his energy. According to the Mayavadi philosophers, the Supreme Brahman has transformed himself into many varieties of forms, but that is not the fact. He is always transcendental to the actions and reactions of the material gunas, although he is the cause of all causes. Lord Brahma says, therefore, in the Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadi Radir Govindaha Sarva Karana Karanam. There are many causes and effects, but the original cause is Sri Krishna. So this is a beautiful explanation by Srila Prabhupada how the material world comes about and how the living entities get placed in different species of life according to their previous karma, their previous activities under the modes of material nature. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Back to you in the studio.
Karma Prabhu, you need to unmute yourself, please.
I'm unmuted. I'm unmuted. I'm sorry. Sometimes technology doesn't work for us. Anyway, thank you very much, Yaśodā, for that reading and discussion and further understanding about the dilemma of the conditioned soul in the material world and how to get out of it. And Prabhupada goes into detail here. It's a science of self-realization. And this is the idea behind our programming, is to search into the different details of this philosophy and get a clearer understanding of what to do and what not to do in our daily lives. So it's very good. We're going to go on to our next section, which is called Our Living Guru section. It's a small booklet that was produced to explain about the authenticity of Prabhupada as a bona fide source for transcendental knowledge. And we'll move ahead with that with Yaśodā-nandana Prabhu right now. Haribol.
Living Guru, section 2.13. Question, but even if he is still conditioned, don't we need a living guru, someone we can experience directly through our senses, someone we can see and touch to talk to and listen to? Answer, let us consider the following exchange between Srila Prabhupada and some of his disciples in Seattle on the 2nd of October, 1968. Madhvisa. Is there any way for a Christian to, without the help of a spiritual master, to reach the spiritual sky through believing in the words of Jesus Christ and trying to follow his teachings? Prabhupada, I don't follow. Tamal Krishna. Can a Christian in this age, without a spiritual master, but by reading the Bible and following Jesus' words, reach the Prabhupada? When you read Bible, you follow spiritual master. How can you say without? As soon as you read Bible, that means you are following the instruction of Lord Jesus Christ. That means you are following spiritual master. So where is the opportunity of being without spiritual master? Madhvisa. I was referring to a living spiritual master. Prabhupada, spiritual master is not the question of. Spiritual master is eternal. Spiritual master is eternal. So your question is without spiritual master. Without spiritual master, you cannot be at any stage of your life. You may accept this spiritual master or that spiritual master. That is a different thing. But you have to accept, as you say, that by reading Bible, when you read Bible, that means you are following the spiritual master represented by some priest or some clergyman in the line of Lord Jesus Christ. So any case, you have to follow a spiritual master. There cannot be the question without spiritual master. Is that clear? Madhvisa. I mean, like we couldn't understand the teachings of Bhagavad-gītā without your help, without your presentation. Prabhupada, similarly, you have to understand Bible with the help of the priests in the church. So the Vedic literatures and Srila Prabhupada provide a simple formula. One follows Guru, the pure devotee, sadhu, devotees of the Guru, and Shastra scriptures. To approach our eternal Guru, we can get help from the physically present devotees, sadhus. More advanced devotees may act as teachers or priests who represent the eternal Guru, Srila Prabhupada. The living devotees and the scriptures combine to help us focus on the eternal preceptor Guru. Although a devotee sadhu, even after attaining the Madhyamadikari or intermediate platform of devotional service, may possibly fall down, the true eternal preceptor Guru can never fall down. He is eternally liberated. He transcends the fall down and reform treadmill of any living Guru project. Prabhupada clearly contrasts the position of the fully realized eternal Guru and the GBC's artificial living parampara gurus. Quote, there is no possibility that a first-class devotee will fall down, even though he may mix with non-devotees to preach. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 22, text 71. In 1971 in Delhi, a devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, whether after 2,000 years, Christ is still responsible for the sins of his modern-day followers. Srila Prabhupada replied, yes, provided they follow his instructions. So Christ remains the eternal preceptor guru for the Christians. They do not need any concocted or experimental guru's project. Neither does Srila Prabhupada's movement. Hare Krishna. Back to you in the studio.
Pod. Can you hear me, Nilesh? Okay, thank you. It's very interesting that Prabhupada is qualifying devotees on the basis of how they are following the process. And it's a complicated process in a way. There's so many aspects to it. But ultimately, it's dependent on the sincerity of the individual. That's what it is. And their stage in their evolution in eternal time, because we are all evolving. And the idea with these programs is to help us as a group evolve together to higher levels of understanding of this philosophy. And that's why we stress this point, that we're learning from Srila Prabhupada. He is Siksha Guru. He is Diksha Guru. We're learning from him the process of devotional service. And if there are any questions, they can be asked amongst our group and we'll discuss them. And there's always time for that, for those who are sincere and serious about serving the Sankirtan movement of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with us. Yes, we are a group. We're not individuals. We work as a group. And I want to say that we're promoting a festival that our group is organizing on November 15th, 2025. And it's going to be a celebration of Prabhupada's disappearance day. Yes, a celebration. And we're inviting devotees to speak at this event. We have a list of special guests. And if you're interested in relating any pastimes personally you had with Prabhupada, or any realizations that you've had, if you haven't had personal association, but are connected to Prabhupada in his Vani incarnation, you can contact us and we can discuss your participation in this program. So that's coming up on, Chris, on November 15th, 2025. It'll be a special program that day, and we want you all to be a part of it and enjoy the transcendental pastimes that are being created in this devotional service being performed by our group. So all glories to Srila Prabhupada. We're going to move ahead with our next section, which is a further explanation of the philosophy by Srila Prabhupada. Haribo.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam. So the quality is the same, but the quantity is different. So because the quality is same, so we have got all the propensities as God has, as Krishna has. Krishna has got loving propensities with his pleasure potency, Srimati Radharani. Similarly, because we are part and parcel of Krishna, we have also got this loving propensity.
So, this is Svabhav. But when we come in contact with this material nature, Krishna does not come into the contact of the material nature. Therefore Krishna's name is Achyuta. He never falls down. But we are prone to fall down, to be under the Prakriti Kriyamana. We are now under the influence of Prakriti. Prakriti Kriyamana. Gunai Karmani Sam. As soon as we fall down under the clutches of this Prakriti, material nature, which means Prakriti is composed of three qualities: goodness, passion and ignorance. So we capture one of the qualities. That is the cause, karanam, gunasanga. Gunasanga means associating with different qualities. Gunasanga asya, jivasya, of the living entity, that is the cause. One can ask that if the living entity is as good as God, why one living entity has become dog and one living entity has become God, demigod, Brahma? The answer is karana. The reason is gunasanga asya jivasya. Gunasanga. Because he is associating with a particular guna. Satagun, Rajagun, Tamagun. So these things are described very vividly in Upanishad. How Gunasanga acts. Just like a fire, there are sparks. Sometimes the sparks fall down from the fire. Now, there are three conditions of the fire spark falling down. If the spark falls down on dry grass, then it can immediately ignite the grass, the dry grass. If the spark falls down on ordinary grass, then it burns for some time, then again it becomes extinguished. But if the spark falls down on the water, immediately extinguished. The fiery quality. So those who are captured by the Satagun, they are intelligent, they have got knowledge, just like Brahman. And those who are captured by the Rajagun, they are busy in material activities. And those who have captured Tamagun, they are lazy and sleepy. These are the symptoms. Tamagun means they are very lazy and sleepy. Rajagun means very active, but active like monkey. Just like monkey is very active, but they are all dangerous. As soon as the monkey will never see inactive. Whenever it will sit down, it will bend. That.
The influence of material nature on all of us, goodness, passion, and ignorance. We have to rise above those modes by constantly being engaged in the devotional service of Krishna and Srila Prabhupada, his designated representative for all of us. So this is, we really appreciate everyone's participation in the programs and your commitment to the regulated activities of devotional service in your own lives, because it's up to each individual to fly either above the clouds or below the clouds, Prabhupada explained. By flying above the clouds, you're in the spiritual realm, and if you're flying below, you're in Maya. That's as simple as it is. Let's move ahead, Rupa Goswami, with the next section of our program, which is the reading of the 10 offenses.
Nectar of devotion, Chapter 8 Offenses to be Avoided. The offenses against the chanting of the holy name are as follows. First, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Second, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. Sometimes the atheistic class of men take it that any demigod is as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. But one who is a devotee knows that no demigod, however great he may be, is independently as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, if someone thinks that he can chant Kali, Kali or Durga, Durga, and it is the same as Hare Krishna, that is the greatest offense. Third, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Fourth, to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. Fifth, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination. Sixth, to give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. Seventh, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name of the Lord. Because by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one can be freed from all kinds of sinful reactions. It should not be taken that one may continue to act sinfully and after that chant Hare Krishna to neutralize his sins. Such a dangerous mentality is very offensive and should be avoided. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities. Karma Kanda. 9th. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Anyone can take part in chanting the holy name of the Lord, but in the beginning one should not be instructed about the transcendental potency of the Lord. Those who are too sinful cannot appreciate the transcendental glories of the Lord, and therefore it is better not to instruct them in this matter. 10th. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names, and to maintain material attachments, even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success.
Yes, anyone who claims to be a devotee. Hold on, Rupa. I wanted to mention one thing. We're on a campaign for distributing the Delhi Bhagavatams, which are displayed on the screen in various persons' presence in the Zoom meeting. And the distribution is going very well, by the way. And a lot of the Bhagavatams have been distributed to people that have donated to our original GoFundMe program. And some of the devotees are taking up the individual responsibility of distributing them either personally, like our wonderful devotee in San Francisco, Danishta Devi Dasi, who's distributed 60 sets of her Bhagavatams in her Uber car. She's basically crippled, but she demonstrates the books in her work every day, and she sells them to her clients on Uber. A big star. And I wanted to mention, she's agreed to attend our Prabhupada Festival, Disappearance Day Festival on November 15th, 2025. And by the way, she has, Pure Angelo, a huge collection of Prabhupada memorabilia that she was given and collected over the years. She has harmoniums, glasses, kurtas, hats, all kinds of paraphernalia of Srila Prabhupada that we hope someday we can place in a Prabhupada Memorial Center. But the idea is that she will be on that program on November 15th. Some people have accepted, some people haven't, but she has accepted, and we're very eager to hear her speak at that program. So please don't forget, come to the program on November 15th. I know many of you come every week without fail. You love the opportunity to hear and discuss our philosophy and all the different angles that come out. And this is the transcendental bliss of association with devotees. And you can feel some ecstasy depending on your sincerity of purpose. Those that don't really experience the bliss of this, it's because of their own personal struggles. That's it. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. We're going to move forward with the chanting of the Maha Mantra together at this part of the program. Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Chant and be happy.
Let us offer our respectful obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnava devotees. Vanchakalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who can fulfill the desires of everyone, just like desire trees, and who are full of compassion for the fallen souls. Thanks everybody for participating in this reading and discussion on Srimad Bhagavad-gītā. thanks Vishwakarma Prabhu in Yautepec, Mexico, Richisa Devi Dasi in dans les Laurentides, dans la belle province de Québec, Ram Raghava Prabhu in Georgia, Vijay Pandit Prabhu in Italy, Rasika Devi Dasi and Viprahita Prabhu, the parents of Ram Raghava in Georgia, Rupa Goswami Prabhu in Mumbai, Subbu Rama or Subramanya Prabhu in Sri Rangam, South India, Bhakta Roy in Mississippi, Michael Dillon in Yuba City, California, Forest Temple in Mexico, and Dasanudas, wherever that is, Kantadas Prabhu in Trinidad, and Kevin G. I don't know exactly the location of everybody, but thanks everybody for participating. And back to you in the studio. Hare Krishna.
Well, Kevin is in Tennessee. He just wrote that in the chat, and thank you, everyone. Very interesting discussion every class and this program that we produce from our studios. And I want to thank all of the people that are participating in our efforts to propagate the Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya. The secret of success in spiritual life is to follow the rules and take up some cooperative service with like-minded devotees. And that's what we're doing here at this group of devotees, Prabhupada disciples. So all glories to the Sankirtan movement. We'll move on with our next section of the class. Haribol. I'm listening. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Play that bass, chant in peace, everyone. Don't be shy, chant along, chant along. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Bo, Hare Hare Bo, Hare Bo, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Bo, Hare Bo, Hare Bo, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Hare Bo, Hare Hare Bo, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare